We recently asked job candidates why they were leaving their current jobs, and the most common response by a wide margin was a dissatisfaction with the growth and development opportunities being offered by their current employers. Believe it or not, the majority of those responses came from entry-level employees, many of whom were applying for hourly jobs. So the desire to feel nurtured and invested in by one's employer is universal. So what does it mean to develop with focus? Behavior-based development involves equipping people with the knowledge, skills, and resources to help them align their natural interests and preferences with the job and the people around them so they can be their best selves at work. Here are 3 important things to keep in mind to develop with focus. First of all, focus on the person. Often when people think about employee development, they picture one-size-fits-all classrooms or web-based training. And don't get me wrong, these types of large-scale courses have their place, but because each person is different, their needs are different. Behavior-based development is about identifying these differences and tailoring the coaching to where each person is and where they need to be. Second, it's important to focus on the future. Behavior-based development is not about punishing mistakes or poor performance, and it's not even about rewarding successes. Rather, it's about identifying and coaching towards those things that will help people succeed over the long term. In fact, it doesn't need to be limited to a person's current role. Because people's behavioral preferences are relatively stable over time, if you identify the behaviors that will be needed for a future role, say an employee being considered for their first leadership job, you can help them get a jump start by developing them for that job before they even enter it. Finally, it's important to focus on alignment. Behavior-based development is not about changing people. As I said previously, people's behavioral preferences are quite stable over time. If you were to try to convert someone who's very introverted into an extrovert, it would probably end with you and that person quite frustrated. If instead you focused on equipping them with, for example, a series of small talk conversation starters, if that might be an element of their job, they're more likely to experience success and fulfillment. Employee development is critical to any talent strategy. Employees want it and employers need it. But it must be done with focus in order to have the best outcomes. Please visit infor.com/talent science to learn more about how you can develop with focus and maximize human potential.